Buenos dias. This is Dr. Cooper checking in for week 7 from sunny Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. See, online classes are pretty awesome because you can take them from anywhere, right? Even the teacher. All right, so we're still in class though, even though after I finish teaching and grading, I get to enjoy this beautiful area. You can see the ocean back there. Okay, but now we're going to just worry about week 7. So what we're going to be doing this week is a couple of things. One, you're going to get paper 1 back probably today, which is Monday, and I want for you to start working on rewrites. Okay, so you won't see it now, but there'll be a place in Canvas, not Connect, but in Canvas for you to upload your paper 1 rewrites. As always, rewrites are optional, so you can take my feedback and say whatever, or you can take my feedback, make improvements, and resubmit it for a better grade. So I will say though that the grades are generally a little bit higher than they probably should be, because I'm trying not to penalize you too much when the paper is not as great as it could be, because I know it's a work in progress. So I might say that your paper is a C and tell you all the things you need to fix it, but in reality, if you were to submit that paper as your final paper, it probably wouldn't earn a C. So keep that in mind when you get your paper back. If you get a C or a B and you're like, I'm okay with that, I'll take that grade, you really still need to work on a rewrite for that. So make sure that you do that. Okay, so for week 7, we're going to work on rewrites. We're also going to work on primary research. So if you were in there before today, you want to make sure that you go back and look at the week 7 folder, because I made some changes. So for week 7, there's a new lesson in there about primary versus secondary research. Make sure you do that lesson. And then for assignment number 7, depending on which option, there are 2 options for you to choose when you go into that assignment. If you choose option 1, one of the options, it'll tell you inside. Okay, I figured it out. So if you choose option 1, you get an extra week to submit the assignment. So assignment 7 won't be due on Friday if you do option 1, which is conducting your own primary research. If you choose option 2, which is just researching and finding articles that are primary research, that assignment is due this Friday. Okay, so either choice, it's up to you how you want to do it. But if you're going to conduct your own, you're probably going to need a little more time than 1 week. So you need to get started early, and then you'll have a couple of weeks to work on that assignment. Okay, so in addition to that, I also want you to take a look and get a head start on what paper 2 is going to be about. So again, we're going to continue this idea of synthesis. So we have a lesson on synthesis, but we're going to start writing the argument phase of our paper. So paper 1 was sort of setting the stage, defining the issue or defining the problem. And now you're going to get the opportunity to come in with paper 2 and say, all right, this is the position that I'm on, and these are my arguments, or this is the side of the issue that I'm on, and these are my arguments. Okay, so that paper is not going to be due until the end of week 8, but I think you should start looking at it, especially when you start thinking about paper 1 and doing a rewrite. Because remember, those 2 papers are going to go together. The first 2 to 3 pages of your final 8 to 10 page paper is paper 1, and then the middle pages of your paper is paper 2. Okay, so look at the outline that I have in there as the example of what you're going to be doing, and start piecing your outline together. Okay, the more of the outline that you do now, the less you do later. So I would recommend getting in there, taking that example outline that I'm providing for you for paper 2, because it's for the whole paper. So you'll see paper 1 still in there, and then there's paper 2, and then you don't really know it yet, but paper 3 is on that outline as well. So if you complete that whole outline, then you basically have outlined your paper, which I think is a great idea. All right, so let's get in there and try to figure out what you want to do for paper 2, figure out what you want to do for assignment 7, and then let's get busy with it. All right, if you have any questions, ask Piazza.